Drive ignition.
This is Actar's Reviews, from anime to figures and beyond. Hey, this is Actar and you're watching another episode of Actar's Figure Reviews. In today's episode, we'll be taking a look at Figma's Senjogahara Hitagi from Shaft's hit anime series Bakemonogatari. Let me just say that the name Bakemonogatari is a brilliant one. The name comes from Bakemono, meaning ghost, and Monogatari, meaning story, merged together to form Bakemonogatari. It's brilliant because it even works in English. Ghost story. Ghost story. Mind-blowing. Anyways, you'd probably already know about Bakemonogatari and who Hitagi is since you're watching this review. But for those who aren't familiar with the show, and not to give away any spoilers, Bakemonogatari revolves around a young man named, also a fan of Shaft's style of animation, from the stylistic direction, to the lighting, to the quick text flashes, to the minimalistic animation. You can say that I'm a fan of the show. And as for Hitagi herself, possibly due to personal taste, I'm just not that inclined to mature, saucy, sultry girls, Hitagi being one of them. Other examples being, well, Ryder from Fate Stay Night and Tsutsu from Code Geass. These characters are exceedingly popular, and honestly, I just can't get it. Now, don't get me wrong. While I do thoroughly enjoy the various shows that the characters come from immensely, understand them and understand their appeal, I'm just not attracted to that type of character. While I don't hate her by any stretch of the imagination, I'm just not feeling the love. But I digress. Coming back to the review, we see that the box does take its background from the show itself, which is a nice touch, such as the, I believe, school windows and the buildings from Hitagi's Staple Stable intro. We have a purple-black color scheme all around, with Figma in nice big lettering up front. Hitagi Senjogahara, Figma number 92, and on the back, the traditional collage of pictures featuring the figure in various poses and showing off the accessories that it comes with. So that's pretty much all I have to say for the packaging itself. Let's open this up and take a look at the contents inside. And just as a matter of interest, the cardboard backing's punch-out D-stage decoration has the series logo on it. And here we have Hitagi herself in Figma form. Now, what can I say? As usual, Max Factory and Good Smile Company did a stellar job in crafting a 3D replica from her 2D counterpart. Colors and details are all spot on, with the signature purple and red Bakemonogatari school uniform and the tiny stationery poking out from her breast pocket. The figure is accurate and features all manner of Figma innovations, including the soft PVC clothes that prevent them from interfering with the articulation, such as in her school blazer, in her shoulders, and of course in her skirt. Her skirt is actually double layered in two places, so even if you fan out her skirt even more, it still preserves the aesthetics and preserves the illusion of it being a single piece of cloth. The body of the figure is also designed in such a way as to allow posability while preserving the aesthetics. The front of her body is covered by soft PVC to give her the anime-accurate, uninterrupted, very smooth appearance, whilst her back remains uncovered to facilitate chest movement. Another nice touch is that her school tie is also made of soft PVC and is a separate piece. I don't know how well this comes across on camera, but Figma Hitagi is far sturdier, chunkier, and far more solid than I had initially thought. Especially with the previous female Figma figures, they were somewhat on the thin side and people have been finding them somewhat fragile. I don't know if this design or perhaps material change is due to the specific character design or if it's a design change that will apply to all upcoming Figmas, but it's a welcome change nonetheless, and the people shouldn't have any worries when handling her now because she feels really good in hand. Anyways, on to articulation. Her head can move forwards and backwards, rotate side to side, and swivel side to side this way as well. Her arms can move forwards and backwards. They can rotate at the shoulder. She can bend at the elbow. Her wrists can rotate and they can move forwards and backwards. I would really like to say that she has a chest joint, but this time it's somewhat limited by the soft PVC, though she still can bend forwards and backwards to a certain extent. She does have a really lovely waist joint that allows her to rotate the upper half of her body side to side very, very nicely. Her legs do move forwards and backwards, in and out. They can also rotate at the thigh. Her knees do bend a really, really good amount. And her feet move forwards and backwards, rotate side to side, and swivel side to side this way as well. As with every single other Figma figure, it's all that you'll need and more to get her into any conceivable pose that you want. Accessories wise, first the good old Figma basics. She comes with the Figma 3-jointed stand, base, an option part to allow you to plug the stand in from her side, seeing that Hitagi does have somewhat long hair, a Figma Ziploc bag to store all your accessories and to keep them in order, and a myriad of exchangeable hands. Considering the fact that Hitagi doesn't really do much in the show itself, she doesn't really have many accessories associated with her. However, what is included is executed marvelously. First and foremost, 4 exchangeable hands grasping various stationery. Now that's something I love about her character. She wields stationery, something so commonplace as a deadly weapon. So we have one penknife holding hand. We have one that's holding a blue stapler. We'll be seeing this one in a future Bakemonogatari Figma review, and a pair of hands holding an assortment of stationery. Let's see, we have a compass, a pen, a pair of scissors, a penknife, and a set square. I mean, now this is exactly why I said that her accessories are executed marvelously. I mean, it's nothing short of phenomenal. Just look at that minute detail. Every single piece of stationery is molded separately and it looks so realistic. You have everything from the painted tips of the pens to the holes in the set squares and scissors to even the notches on the penknife's blade. I mean, it's amazing. One small nitpick though, if you take a closer look, the other hand has the exact same stationery, just set in a different order. Now I really would have liked it if they have went all out and provided completely new stationery. I mean, at least change the color of the stationery, perhaps a blue scissors or a red penknife. How I wish she used her stationery to participate in an actual battle in the series. I mean, that would have been beyond awesome. She also comes with 2 exchangeable faces that don't really seem all that different from her regular face, though this one has her in a slight smile, while this one has her with her mouth slightly open and looking off to the side. Is it annoyance? Haughtiness? You be the judge. Finally, an exchangeable back hairpiece and its accompanying front hairpiece is also provided to have her sporting her ponytail. To swap out her back hairpiece, simply pop off her head, remove her front hairpiece and face piece, replace her back hairpiece, and replace her head with her exchanged front hairpiece. Her ponytail is articulated on a ball joint, so you can pose it however you wish. I was surprised to find out that they made the part that connects to the exchangeable face pieces a separate piece made of transparent plastic. Now this could possibly be a response to the issues that people had with the exchangeable face pieces being too tight or too loose. While I do find these accessories perfectly serviceable, and yeah, well, these are pretty much all that are associated with her, I would have really liked it if they could have included, minor spoiler here, a PVC translucent crab with the Kani kanji painted all over it like this base. Now that would have been superb. In conclusion, while I'm not that big of a fan of Hitagi herself, the same cannot be said for her Figma figure. It's pretty much perfect for fans of Bakemonogatari or Hitagi to recreate any of her signature scenes from the series. The figure itself is pretty much what you've come to expect from Figma figures, what with their stellar build quality, superb posability, and magnificent details, most obviously in those intricate stationery holding exchangeable hands. That's pretty much all I have to say regarding the figure itself, but on a completely separate note, counting the videos that I had to take down due to one reason or another, this is the 199th video that I have ever produced, meaning to say that the next video will be video number 200. I would really like to thank my subscribers, commenters, messages, and most importantly, you, the viewers, for continually watching, supporting, and encouraging me to do what I like to do and to share my love for figures and Japanese pop culture with all of you guys. So, this is Actar saying, see you guys in the 200th episode.